Hey, Saret. Hey, Joshua. Hey, Chris. Hey. Saret again. Yes, I hit the like button as y'all come in. Man, I got to bring this computer down. Thought I was going to be able to use my little laptop stand. I don't know why some days it works, some days it don't. That's weird. I just hate when I have to look down so much. I try to bring it up a little bit. Let me put some books up under it or something. Maybe it might help. Like up too much. I got to work on that while I'm not live one day. Oh, let's see here. Let me get in the chat. Why is it not letting me? Oh, there it is. I was about to say, why is it not? Hold on. The Biden-Harris infrastructure. Okay, let's see. Okay, that's it. Joshua, Chris, Saret. Okay. All right, y'all. Let me see. We got 6 in the chat. I want to have time to speak because I didn't want to go too far into like the this portion of the live because I have the mom. I gave her a certain time. I like to be on time. So yes, Joshua is speaking. Hopefully, some of the people. What I'm hoping is that some of the people that was on the live that I did about the incident will come back because I know they had questions and I want them to be able to answer their questions and I want them to be able to actually get some of the some more detail, better than what I was able to give everybody, and be able to ask the mom some of those questions. So I'm happy that she decided that she did want to come on. She didn't give me any problem. I asked her. I don't even know. I went through someone else and said, "Can you ask her if she willing to come up?" And she said was like, "Yes." I was like, "Ask her if I could use a couple pictures." Yes. I was like, "Okay, this is easy." So yes, I'm excited about doing that. Amy, were you on that live? Hi, Keisha Boyd. Hi, Tyler. Man, I really hope that if anybody so far that's in here, if you were on the live that I did about the dog that lived with the dad of the boy that bit the son, if y'all were on that live, please drop in the chat so I'll know. Hey, Caitlin. Oh, Amy wasn't. Anybody in here that was on that live? Man, but that's okay because y'all learn about it. Y'all probably gonna have some questions too. So let me see. We will wait for. I'm gonna wait until about 6:40. I think I'm gonna wait till about 6:40 because I really hope. I wish Chakal was on that live. Mark was on that live. Chris, I'm almost sure you were on the live. Saret, you were on the live. So St. Louis was on that live. I don't know. Let's see. Let's see, Caitlin. Caitlin, were you on that live? Let me know if you were on that live. Yes, let me see. Look at this little brand thing down here. Oh, it's a banner. How y'all doing? How are y'all? It's Saturday. But I had things planned today. I was supposed to go. I had so much stuff planned today. Y'all, I ain't been nowhere. I ain't been nowhere out of this house. It just seems like the hours kept going, but I was like, but I did get work done. I did get work done. So that was now where's my brand? The thing for brand thing for the hold on one second, y'all. Lord, Saran, I don't know where you are because I'm just talking. I had to get somebody else to even text me and tell me that I'm muted. Usually, Spread, you be on it like, girl, you muted. Girl, you muted. That is too funny. Oh my God. Okay, so let me see. Okay, now we got it. We got it. Okay, so if y'all was not on the live, hopefully you were in the chat. Drippin said was that Drippin? Let me get back to the chat. Was that Drippin that just said that she didn't got into it, or was that Keisha? No, that was Keisha. Keisha said she didn't got into a debate over it. Y'all, it's debatable. It's debatable. It is. Okay. Oh, y'all was trying to say I can't hear. Y'all know I'll be late in the chat. Everybody said can't hear, can't. I told y'all I'm the queen of technical difficulties. Y'all gotta know that by now. Y'all gotta know that by now. Okay, y'all can hear me now. Okay, yours truly. Hey, thanks for coming in. I'm ready to drop this link. Hey, sweet peaches. Thanks for coming in. I'm gonna drop the link so when mom is ready, she can basically come up. But if you guys can let me know if you were able to actually catch that replay or if you was on that live. I want to know how many people in this particular chat was actually there when I talked about it, or if y'all, like I said, or if y'all caught that replay. Because let me see how many people it looks like took a look at that live. Let me see. Where's okay? I'm just gonna look it up and see how many views is on that live, just to see how many. Oh no, was it that one? No. Okay, 887 people was on that on that live video that I did. So hopefully, I did tell those people that I would be coming back, but I didn't have a date in mind then. I'm just like, I'm gonna see if I can get an update for y'all. Since then, I was able to catch mom and see if she was willing to come up. She said yes. So I don't know if all 887 of those people will know. I did put it on my community wall. So hopefully, hey, Beautiful Hill, how you doing? I was on the live, Chris. Yes, very interesting, right? Let me see. Chris said I was on a very interesting. Hey, Black Coffee. Hey, Rich Kid Ralph. How you doing? Everybody, welcome in. Make sure y'all Beautiful Hill. Okay, make sure y'all hit that like button. Make sure you hit the like button while you're in here. If you are not subscribed to the channel, make sure you go ahead and subscribe. I'm gonna drop this link. So when she is ready, she can go ahead and hit it and come on up and we can get started with getting some specifics because we was like truly bothered by this. We was really truly bothered by this and felt like we need some answers. Like we can't leave it like that. Okay, let me see. Hey, Tamara. Like, cause that is a devastating story. I was just like, oh my gosh. Like, it's so we know it happens all the time for one. It happens all the time, but when it's somebody that you have a closer connection to, you know, of the person, it's like a deeper thing. Like, no. So yeah. Hey, Angel Mom, thanks for coming in. Thanks so much. Let's see. See if she's ready. Okay. Let me see. Tamara. How you doing, Angel Mom? Sweat said, please hit that like button. Let me see the likes. Okay. 17 likes. Thank y'all. We got, let me check it. So that means we have 17 people. 17 in the chat. Okay. Hold on one second. Tamara speaking. Black Coffee speaking. Yes, y'all. So Angel Mom, were you in that live, Angel Mom? About the dog who bit the child? Why do I think Angel Mom, why do I feel like you were in that live? Were you there? Drippin said very devastating. And my baby would not be going back around that dog, period. No compromise. Drippin was real adamant on what she thought about that situation. Yes. Then my whole thing, will I recap? Saret, let me do a recap. This is a good time for me to do a recap now. Okay. Oh, you don't think so? Okay, I told the story, but I don't want to tell too much of the story because I want the mama to be able to give y'all the facts. I was going based on just a little bit of what I had, and at that time, I didn't know I would be able to bring her on, so I gave y'all all I thought I had. Basically, it was a son who is a part of a mom and dad who are no longer together. So he goes, between both houses for visitation purposes. And oh no, I'm just gonna give them the gist of it so they'll know what's going on here, Sarit. And so there was a bite that happened. I don't know if y'all saw the picture that was on the community wall. This is a good time for y'all to click right fast over there, because I'm not keeping that picture up. But it's over there. That's the bite after it was fixed up. That's the bite that was after it was fixed up. I put that on my community wall, and then I put his little cute self on my thumbnail for this because he's too cute. And so I put that on there and let y'all know that it's okay. They ain't like how it is over there on the community wall. So he just cute as a button. And so I put that picture over there. But he had a dog bite happen. And so the mom is here to kind of tell us the details about how that situation ended up. So y'all just, if y'all haven't heard it, stay tuned, because I can't wait to hear from directly from her. I know a little bit about it, but I can't wait to hear directly from her to see like what the details really were, not based on what my opinion or y'all opinion was. Because that day I came on, I was like, I would have just opened up and asked y'all without any bias from me, how do y'all feel? So that's how we led that line. And so now we can beyond what I think, what y'all think, we can know the details of what actually happened with that situation. Let me see. Black Coffee says it's K-pop. And your mom said, no, I wasn't. Yep, we're gonna wait. Look, Chris said facts. Right. Kristen called her son's dad to make sure. I guess she said, let me know right now what you would do. She wanna make sure, but he was like, the dog, what did he say? Something about the dog wouldn't have had a chance to do whatever that she said. But yeah, so that's what that's about. Okay. So let me see. I'm gonna drop the link again for Shay. Hold on. Okay, there we go. So we got to wait for her to. I don't know if she knows how to actually get in the StreamYard, so we'll give her a chance to click that link and follow the steps so that she can get in. Yes, the average person don't be knowing how to just pop up on a panel. Let me see. Hey, Heaven said, how you doing? Thanks for coming over here. Thanks for coming over here. Let's see how many we got in the chat. We have okay. We have True 18 in the chat. Let's see. Let's see. He said, yeah, he said he would. Yeah, he would have been a back. Yeah, that's what he said. That's what he said. Keisha said, I have 2 children and a Pomeranian. I was never a dog person until my daughter cried for one on her 16th birthday. I really see things differently now. Keisha, you say you see things differently, like because you have like an attachment to the dog. Is that what you mean by that? Like now that you have the dog in the house, you have a different way of thinking about dogs. Are you saying? Kristen said, hey, Heaven sent. Heaven sent said, hey, Chris, T and Ashley. Yes. Let me see. Drippin said, it's true if those breed of dogs taste blood, they just maintain. I'm sorry, they just remain vicious. I don't know. I've heard that, but I didn't do any research. I just been hearing it all my life. Like if they taste blood, then it's a wrap for them. I've heard that before. But then I think somebody asked in a live chat, can the dog be trained? And I was like, I don't know. I never read anything where if a dog has a certain personality or a learned behavior, can it be unlearned? And if like what are the possibilities of the child actually not the child, the dog actually being safe of, it's not a human, so like we don't really know what dogs think. So like even when we think that we've trained them, we don't know that they weren't that it did that worked until it happens again. Like who's gonna take that chance? Okay, hold on 1 second, y'all. Okay, Shay, can you hear me? Okay, I'm about to bring you up. Okay, hey Shay.
Hey, how are you guys doing?
Good, good. I was just giving them a little bit of a recap because some of the people that are in this chat wasn't in the chat when it happened. So I just
Okay.
gave them like a brief overview of it, but I'm gonna leave it up to you to like tell the specifics. But we're just gonna start off. Keisha said hello. People in the chat are they're saying hello. So I just want to welcome you.
Hi.
It's Gamma's World. I let y'all know in the chat that we have Shay in the building. Shay is an entrepreneur. She is a staple in the fashion industry and has her own clothing line. And she's a personal chef and a mom of 3 with Joe. We're going to refer to her son as Joe. We're not going to say his name on here. Um, and she's the mom of 3, and Joe is one of her children, the middle child.
Middle child.
Yeah. Okay, everybody say hello, hello, hello.
Am I supposed to be able to see the people on there or no?
You can't go over to. That's why I was explaining to you. That might be a little bit hard for you because you see where it says chat.
Mm-hmm.
You can go over there, but then you might not be able to see yourself or something. Go over there and tell me how you think you want to do. Oh, that's okay. Made her drop. See, it'd be weird. Let me drop it again. Shay, if you hear me, I'm dropping it again for you. Weird. Sometimes you can see the chat while you still on here.
Try to do
Yeah,
it. Okay, there it goes. There it goes.
you got it.
Yep, I got it. I got it
You got it.
now.
Good, good. Okay, so let's see. Hello, Shay, driving home, y'all.
I'm
As she
home now. I'm home now.
Yeah, no, she said she's driving home. She's like, I'm
Oh,
driving
okay.
home, but y'all asking good questions because she want to know. Like, I can't type in here, but y'all asking good questions. Hey, Lady T, thanks for coming in. Hey, Terrence, kind of thing. How you doing? Thanks for coming in here. Thanks for coming in here, y'all. We just got Shay. People are upset. Do you hear me? People are upset about this situation.
Okay.
Well, we just are gonna go. I'm gonna start with the questions that I did discuss with you. That I was gonna be asking because I wanted to let Shay know what exactly I was asking. This is concerning her child. There could have been something she didn't tell me anything she didn't want me to ask, but I felt like I needed to respect her enough to actually tell her or give her the questions that I wanted to include and to let her know that afterwards you guys will have questions. And I told her that. So if y'all have questions for her afterwards. I told her that we would have like a Q&A afterwards. Okay, y'all? Okay. So let me see. The first question I have for you is for you to just tell us a little bit about Joe.
Okay. So John is my middle child. He is 7 years old. Um, very, very outgoing. Very, very. If you talk to him, he'll tell you that all his friends are 30 and up. he,
Okay. Okay.
he's really advanced for his age, and um, no, he's different. And then I'll say this because, like I said, he's just a little more mature than most 7 year olds. I'll say.
Yeah.
Um, but kind of to give like a summary of, because I know you said you talked about it on the live a little bit, so let me tell
Yes.
you exactly what happened.
Okay.
So, me and their dad are recently divorced. I think we've been divorced for a year now.
Mm-hmm.
Um, we were together for 15 years, so we were together since kids, basically, to
Mm-hmm.
adults. So, um, the divorce is a little different. It's different from our kids because that's all that they know.
Yeah.
So when we finalize the divorce, of course there's the custody or whatever. So he's supposed to
Mhm.
get them every other weekend and every other major holiday, and then for the summer.
Okay.
So I'm gonna say this part because it'll kind of maybe help understand with the dog situation too.
Yeah.
Uh, um, he's not consistent. So like
Okay.
throughout the year, every weekend or every other weekend, and it hasn't been consistent because since we've been broken up. So
Okay.
he actually got this dog in the midst of our separation, like our split, but we still had businesses together. So I
Okay.
know the dog. The dog used to be at one of our places of business at the time. We had a tire shop.
Yeah.
So the dog used to be there, you know what I'm saying, but we weren't living together at the time. So
Mm-hmm.
and if I'm not mistaken, I believe the dog was given to him by somebody who used to beat the dog. So I wish I
Oh.
should have sent you this video of the dog actually biting somebody else.
Yeah.
But so the dog is to me has always been like a vicious dog or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So in our court order, like right before we got divorced, this is
Well,
the
hold on. How old is the dog?
I'm not sure, but it's an adult. Like I'm
No,
not
it's an
sure.
adult. So it was an adult when y'all got him.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Okay. I didn't know if it was a puppy. Okay. I knew he had
No,
to be at least 2 years old.
it was given to him,
Okay.
and he wasn't a puppy.
Okay.
So I believe last summer. It was last summer. He was at the house with dad, and the dog bit him the first time.
Mm-hmm.
But he bit him the back of the leg, and it was like it wasn't severe. It was like, the teeth mark. So when my
Mm-hmm.
son like Stitch bit me, so I'm like, let me let me see the bite mark.
Right.
I took pictures of it,
And he's a
and I
pit
told him
bull.
like, why didn't
He's
you
a
tell me
pit
that he
bull,
bit?
right?
Huh?
Pit bull, right?
Yeah, pit bull is American bully.
Okay.
So he ended up um he played like he basically when I said something about him, my sister bitch was like, the dog with my son, why didn't you tell me? He was like, basically trying to brush it off, say my son was messing with the dog and it bit him.
Mm-hmm.
But at the time, we've had dogs, we have puppies, so I do know sometimes if you're doing something, they might
Mm-hmm.
snap. So I didn't think at the time with that dog bite it was severe, but I
Mm-hmm.
did let the judge know that I didn't want that dog around my child. So in
Mm-hmm.
our court order, the dog is not supposed to be around my son.
Right.
That's the first like
Mm-hmm.
he's not even supposed to be around my son.
Right. What was the
And
relationship between Joe and the dog? Like, did they play a lot? Was it a playful
to
dog?
me, I just felt like we always had smaller dogs.
Yeah.
So I just felt like the dog was aggressive, like I said, when it was being at the tire shop, and it was too big.
Yeah. Okay.
So I never trusted the dog. So when that first bite happened, I'm like, okay, you know, we not. So in our court order, I let the judge know, like, and he told the judge that the dog was not. uh it was kept in it because he was staying at the duplex at the time. It was
Yeah.
kept in the other unit. That's what
Oh, okay.
that's what he was. That's what he told the judge.
Okay.
So fast forwarding to August 23rd. This took place on August 23rd.
Okay.
Like I said, we our divorce has been very, very messy. Like it's
Yeah.
been a lot.
Yeah.
And it to me, it's like he has more anger with me, so he does a lot of spiteful things.
Yeah.
Um, but this one to me went too far. Like it like my son was hurt.
Right. What
And
was the time frame in between the first bite and the second bite? How
a
much?
year.
Okay. So
It has to have been at least a year because we
okay.
got divorced in
Okay.
May 1st, and I know that was the thing when we finalized the paperwork. So it probably was like I'm gonna say anywhere from March to May. I don't know, remember the exact date.
Okay.
So fast forward to August 23rd.
Yeah.
My son, okay, so it's another thing. He was actually supposed to bring my kids home on the 20th.
Okay.
And he didn't bring them home. He said that he had to get rest of school shopping or something like that. So I
Yeah.
didn't I didn't like really make a fuss of it. So on August 23rd at 7 p.m. I got a call. He like, don't snap, he fine. But the dog bit Johan. I mean Joe.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah. Okay.
It bit Joe. So I'm like, what do you mean it bit him? He's like, we at Children's Hospital. So I'm like, well, where did he bite him? He like, the face. I'm like, why?
Right.
I'm like, when did this happen? He was like, I was at work. So I'm like, why? He's like, I didn't want to call you because I know you dramatic and you go over. I said, this is my child. You know I'm gonna be dramatic.
Right.
Like if he break his arm, I'm gonna be dramatic. Like
Right. Right.
that's my
Right.
baby.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I'm like, he had to have surgery. So when he's talking to me on FaceTime, his phone was kind of broke and cracked. So if sometimes you look at a camera, it's like blurry. I should have
Yeah.
sent those pictures that I was sent because so
Yeah.
I'm like, now I want details because of one, why wasn't I notified by the hospital?
What time did it happen?
It happened at 2 p.m.
And he didn't contact you until 7?
He didn't contact me until 7 o'clock.
Okay.
So I was already like pissed off then. Like, I'm the mother. Like,
Right.
you don't like, no, like, it's just like, no decision should be made without the mother. If I'm,
Basically, right, right.
yeah. So my son, so when I looked at the picture, it just looked like, okay, his lip maybe had been like, then he probably had a couple stitches.
Right.
And it didn't look how it looked.
So he already had some stitches by the time he got out of court.
They had the surgery.
Wow.
Did not tell me. He has no information on my son's medical history, nothing.
Mm.
So I was
So
pissed off.
the picture that I have that I put up, that's the picture where the stitches were there, but it was the same day, right?
I think the one you have is that the one where it was bulging out?
Yeah.
That was from the next day. So
Okay.
let me get okay. So
Okay, so if y'all go to my community wall, y'all can see the picture of his mouth. Now, if y'all want to go look at that while we're talking, yeah.
I'm gonna send you the other picture so you can post it so you can see what I seen
Oh, okay.
versus what when I call my child. Okay, so let me get back into this.
Right,
So
right.
I'm like, okay, like why wouldn't you call me? Like, whatever our issue is, these are our children. Like,
Yeah,
you don't never not let me know what's going on, and you don't know anything about them. And my son was under he had to be put to sleep.
anesthesia. Yeah,
So one, if you know anything about that, that's serious for a child under the age of 10. You know what I'm saying?
right.
Your heart rate drops. So anything could have happened. You don't know if he was
Absolutely right.
like, so I'm panicking because it's like my son is hurt. I'm not there. You just did something and you don't know like the side effects. Like, what if a simple dog bite and my son went under go and didn't wake back up?
Right, exactly.
I'm like, this not a joke. Like, whatever our issues, put it to the side. When it come to the kids, like, you dad or mom, like, don't do that.
Right.
So he was like, so he told me that he had to have stitches, and he told me, I think he said that he had to have like 20 stitches. I think that's what he told me.
Yeah.
So I talked to my son, but my son was still loopy from waking up from,
Right.
you know. So I was like, okay, well, my first question after he told me that my son was been, I said, where's the dog? He's like,
Right.
I got rid of that mother, just like that.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay. So he ended up he switched to pharmacy because he had to get medication afterwards. So he was like, well, I switched
Mhm.
the pharmacy to by my house. I'm just gonna get the medication and then I bring them in the morning when I go to work.
Yeah.
I said, okay. Cause again, I'm thinking it's just like boys to be boys. It's a little
Mhm.
cut, probably was a little deep.
Right, right. You know, I know you wouldn't expect that.
So and mind you, I synced it, and like I said, the phone was a little blurry. It didn't look like that. So
Right. And it wasn't enough time for it to get that swelling in there either. So it
yeah.
probably, yeah, if they stitch it up, it's still okay. Go ahead.
So the next morning, it's a little bit after, the time he goes to work. My daughter calls me, and put the phone on my son. And I flipped out.
Yeah.
I flipped out because that's not what I saw yesterday. And you downplay what happened to my baby. My baby mouth was on the other side of his face. Because to
Wow.
me, honestly, those pictures still don't do the justice of what my son looked like.
Yeah, they are different. The pictures I saw is like it was confusing because like if that's the first day, how did the second day get like that? But with wounds like that, sometimes it does look worse the second day.
So,
Oh yeah.
I hang up, but I said, Jed, I can't talk to you right now. Because like I said, like, you always got to be strong for your kids. So I couldn't let my son see me be weak like that. So I'm calling his
Yeah.
dad, calling his
Right.
dad, calling his dad, calling his dad.
Yeah.
He is not answering. So something made me text my daughter. I said, where's the dog at?
Yeah. No, they're in the same state, Sherette. Okay, go ahead.
And we stayed not even 10 minutes apart.
Yeah.
Wait, here's some details I left out. I left out something.
Yeah.
First of all, my older stepson, he's 15. He was watching them while my ex-husband and his new wife were at work with this dog. I have a 3-year-old, my son is 7, and my daughter is 10.
Wow.
So when the dog bit my son, the older brother had to beat the dog up to get him off of him.
Really?
Yes, I forgot about this part. So you left a 15-year-old with this dog that that's vicious, and with him to care for the kid. And I'm gonna tell y'all what my son said actually happened in a little bit. I just gotta kind of get
But
y'all.
why did the hospital? Did you get a just of why the hospital didn't contact you?
I think
Like,
they have my old number
they didn't have the okay.
because I did
Okay.
change my number, and on my charts it was My owner.
Okay.
That's the only thing I could think of.
Yeah, because they would have called, I'm sure. But a
Yes.
lot of times, if they have dad there, they might not ask to speak with mom. You know what I'm saying? Like if
Yeah.
our parent is there, that's
Yeah.
usually good enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he wasn't answering the phone for me. So I'm like, I called my daughter back. I said, I asked for the ex-wife. I'm like, where's your dad and where's his new wife? She was like, my dad at work and she's here. So I said, put her on the phone. So there's been a lot of drama with that lady, but whatever.
Yeah.
So I asked her, I said, y'all got I said, you got 10 minutes to get rid of that dog away from my child, or I'm on my
Right.
way and get my child to me.
Yeah.
Because not only did my son get hurt by this dog, you put him right back in the same vicinity of like, do y'all not know this is a 7-year-old child that could be traumatized? You don't know what his mental is thinking. Like,
Right.
so now I'm pissed off because dad not answering and she's talking crazy on the phone. So I called my sister. I said, listen, you finna have to bail me out of jail. She said, I said, I'll tell her what happened. She's like, I'm on my way. So I'm like, I knew this is another thing too. He moved in the midst of him having my kids and I didn't know the address.
Yeah.
He didn't tell me where he moved. He didn't tell me he moved. So I had to look on my daughter's where's my phone
Right.
to get the
Right.
address. And it's like an apartment complex. So there's like different letters. So because I'm pissed off about my son, I went over there and I tried to call for a police escort to get my kids out of the house.
Mm-hmm.
So they were taking because I called the non-emergency. They were taking too long. So I'm
Yeah.
like, you know what? I want my kids and I want them now. So I got to knocking on all doors. I finally get to the door. I hear the dog. So I'm banging on the door and I'm telling her like, send my kids out. She wouldn't
Oh my God.
she wouldn't let my kids out. He's on the phone directing her to not release my kids
For what reason though?
because it's his summer.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Ignorance.
Okay.
So now I'm like, if you don't open this door, I'm coming in. I'm kicking this door in. So I'm trying to get in the door. She calls the police. The police come. I tell them what happened. The police were like, to me, they were not helping at all. It was a woman officer and a man officer. The woman was like nonchalant. I've shown her the pictures of my son. But mind you, I showed her the pictures, what I saw.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, my son isn't here. I'm like, the dad is not here. So they was like, they wanted to see like the custody agreement at the time.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't have all of that. I'm like, I want my son. I'm like,
Right.
I'm
Right.
either leaving here in handcuffs or I'm leaving here with my children. That's the only way I'm leaving here.
Yeah.
So dad makes them, the girl does not open the door even when the police tries to come. Dad makes them wait until he leaves work. He left work, he came. Of course, you're gonna know how that went. He wouldn't release. So the male officer's like, you know, she want her kids. School's almost over. He was hurt, like whatever. Like I said, the woman was being bitch until she seen my son come out that house, and she felt stupid because I'm like, I'm not
Right.
just over here acting crazy for
Right.
no
Right.
reason. It's my child,
Right.
and the dog is still here.
Right. But and the dog was supposed to be in upstairs unit, not even where the dog was.
And the place that they live at, there are breed restrictions. No German Shepherds, no
Wow.
Pit Bulls, no Rottweilers.
So the dog is because he moved from the duplex where the first
Mhm.
fight happened. So now he's on the second in the apartment building. And the apartment building says that
Complex, yeah.
it's not even supposed to be in there. Okay.
So I get my kids, I leave. You know, it was like I said, it was a whole mess. So I had to do. I'm trying to think. I'm trying to what else? What else? What else? So now, like, I'm trying to do like my the legal part. You know, so because this happened on a Friday, Monday, neighborhood services came to my house. I'm outside. I'm thinking it's CPS because I'm like, I know CPS. He didn't tell me that CPS was notified.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I'm thinking that CPS. My son's like, no, I think CPS is here. It's It's neighborhood services. Wait, one more thing. So I forgot to say this. He told me it was 20 stitches, about 20 stitches. When I went to the follow-up appointment,
Yeah.
it was anywhere from 60 to 100 stitches because he had to get inside.
Internal ones. Yeah.
What happened? Let me see. Let me look. Are you okay? Okay, there you go. So he had to get outer stitches, muscle stitches, and inside stitches. And he didn't just get regular stitches. He had it. Plastics had to do his surgery.
Mm.
His lip was almost gone, and he had a hole in his jaw. So plastic surgery had to do the surgery. It wasn't just like a regular stitches. I
Mm-hmm.
wasn't told any of this information until I went to the
Yeah.
until I went to the follow-up appointment. So, anyways, going back to Monday. So, neighborhood service come out. They investigated the dog bite. He filled out the form and told them that that it happened here.
Mm-hmm. He said it happened at your house.
Mm-hmm.
Mm. Even though the
So,
police went over there with you to get the kids.
yeah.
Okay, just saying anything at that point there. Let me see.
Okay.
Keisha wants to know, did the son ever mention in between that year that he was seeing a dog?
Yeah, the dog lives there.
But I mean, did the son let you know after the first bite when he was going over there that he was seeing a dog?
Oh
Even
no,
though
he
they said it
didn't.
was
No,
supposed to
he
be
didn't.
upstairs?
No, he didn't.
Okay.
No, he didn't. He didn't let me know.
Yeah.
I really never asked because, like I said, I thought he would honor the court order.
Right, yeah.
So he told them that dog that happened here. I had to talk to the neighbors. I'm like, no, that didn't happen here. I wasn't even notified until XYZ. So she interviewed my son. She took pictures or whatever. And if anybody know about neighborhood services, that's basically once a dog bites or attacks someone, they do their report investigation, and they either name the dog. I think it's called what is it called? We just went to court the other day. Basically, it's to see if the dog should continue to reside in Milwaukee city limits.
Okay.
So, or if it should be put down.
Okay.
They give you the options to either get rid of it out of Milwaukee city limits, or if you can't find anywhere, then they put it down. But so I had to tell them that. So the next day, the sheriff comes to my house. I get served with a restraining order because I went to their house.
Mm.
Why did I come to your house?
Right.
The wife put a restraining. She sent so we go to court for that the following week. He was originally supposed to do his follow-up appointment on the day that I had to go to restraining order court, but I had to change it. So we go to court for the restraining order. It's him, the wife, the mom, her mom. I said, you know what? Just give her a restraining order. I don't bother this lady anyway. I'm like, that's my child. I'm gonna come wherever he is. I don't care about a restraining order. If my son is, if in the future my son goes back over there and something happens, I'm still gonna come. I don't like. I'm a mom. Like, are you crazy? So that was the first court thing that we had to go through.
Mm-hmm.
He hasn't. So we go to court. I mean, we not go to court. We go back to the doctor for the follow up on the 30th. No, it was the 29th. And there's like, okay, we need to take the stitches out, but it was too much pain because of how severe it was. There's like, well, we're gonna have you come back tomorrow so he can so we can put him under so we can take the stitches out. So he went not just one surgery, he had to have 2 surgeries. The second surgery was to remove it, and then when they did go in, they ended up having to add another 25 stitches. So all together, he got anywhere from 80 to 125 stitches in his face.
Wow. So Serena's asking if you had the police report when you went to get the son. What police report, Serena? Because she was there. It wasn't a. Oh, you mean a police report about the dog getting bitten? Because was the police called when the dog got bit?
No,
I don't think the police was called at the time.
Yeah, the police, that hospital didn't call the police because it was considered an accident. Like I even tried. I went to go get a police report because
Right.
for a family court when we go to court.
Right.
So
Mm.
it's like Milwaukee police has like it's so nonchalant to them.
Yeah. So what kind of accountability is the dad taking about it? Period. Like, what is his stance on it?
So I'm about to answer that question, but I got to get into us just having to go to court. So
Yeah.
when neighborhood services they took the dog and put him in quarantine, and they basically whatever their investigation they labeled him as vicious, and they
Mm-hmm.
wanted him removed out of Milwaukee.
Mm-hmm.
So my ex-husband, he appealed it.
So he appealed for the dog to have to be taken out.
Yes, so he could keep the dog.
Oh, okay.
So he appealed it. We
Mm-hmm.
just went to court this past Thursday, and they made my son come to court,
Mm-hmm.
which I did not want to do because I just feel like as a kid and you see your parents and it's like you have like he knew what was going on, but he didn't want to like speak against his dad there.
Right, right, of course, because he stuck in the middle of that. Yeah.
Yeah. So my sister and I think ended up like, do you really want to do this? Like, and put your son in a position to have to do this, and he never texts back or answers back. So we went to court. Um, this past Thursday,
Mm-hmm.
and we don't get the results within 10 days. I think it takes 10 days or something. We'll get something written. I'm almost for certain that the dog will be either have to be moved or put down,
Mm-hmm.
because the panel was not having it, and
Mm.
he sat in that courtroom and lied and lied and lied until he could not and blame my son.
What did blame him by saying what?
Basically saying that my son was antagonizing him, the dog. He was messing with him, said that my son was walking on all four legs, acting like a dog, using his Nerf gun to fake shoot the dog. I had to tune out because I was going to lose my mind in there because I just didn't understand like the way that you are fighting for an animal that harmed your child, and you ain't even fighting for your son like that. I was disgusted. And
Right.
at insult to injury, you haven't even called and checked on your son.
Are you serious?
My son went back to school on the 3rd of September. At first, I was going to let him stay out, but he said, Mom, I want to go to school. So the day that he actually had to go to school, the morning he got dressed, and he broke down. He's like, I don't want to go. I'm like, are you sure? He was like, oh, they're going to, make fun of me. Da, da, da. I'm ugly. Da, da, da. So I had my daughter call him, like, give him some encouraging words. Someone was on
Right.
his phone. He acted like someone was on the phone. He was calling back. He sent my daughter a text and said something. And that's the last time, besides when he just sent him at court, that he sent them.
What did
Talk
the
to him.
50-year-old say? Keisha said, what did the 50-year-old say? And what did the son say? What did Joe say? And what did the 15-year-old say?
About what happened?
Mm-hmm. What was their take? What story did they
Well,
give?
my 15-year-old was he was doing laundry. When he caught me, like he's checked them, he actually feels bad. He blames himself about it, but I had to let him know, like, no, you're your big brother, you're your little brother's hero
Right.
because you saved him. Like,
Right. Exactly.
if it wasn't for you, who knows what could have happened. I
Absolutely.
also left out of there too. The dad works about 20 minutes later. He didn't even tell my 15-year-old to call the 911. He left work, got to the house, and then drove him another 30 minutes. So my son was without care for an hour, bleeding. I forgot about
Did
that.
you tell the court that?
Hmm.
Okay, so what did Joe said happened? What is he saying?
So basically, he said that he turned on the dog's favorite dog show, and he was jumping on the bed, and I guess the news interrupted and came on, and the news came out and something about I think it was a gunshot they heard outside, and that's when the dog attacked them.
Really?
Hmm.
Okay, so Sherette said that man doesn't need no kids around him.
At
Absolutely,
all.
Sherette. She said, Keisha said, how did the bite happen? That's I did anybody okay, the 50-year-old you said was doing laundry.
Mhm.
So Johanna just said that the dog attacked them.
Yeah. So
Okay.
basically, we have a 7-year-old was the only witness.
Okay.
So you know how that can go. Like,
Right,
but
right.
what I will say is the story that my son told me is consistent from the day, and even when he just said it in court, it's been the
Yeah.
same thing. He said they was watching the dog show on the TV. He said the news ended up coming on, and outside or something like that, it was like a loud noise, and he was jumping on the bed, and the dog jumped up and locked and shook him up.
Mm. So okay, so the dog, not the dog, but the dad stance is saying because my opinion about that is that even if this, say if I'm giving it that he could have been irritating
Provoking
the
it.
dog, I want to give it to him. Like since nobody really no adults were there, let me give that to you that he was choking the little dog, whatever it is. Okay, so that would provoke a dog. That would cause something like that to happen. But I'm just over, not over. I'm over the fact that now that it's happened to fight for this dog to be in his presence again, regardless, you still got to make a choice. You still got to pick your child or a dog in that. Like, it don't matter what my child was doing because my child, I'm not going to put my
He's a
child out.
child.
So that's what I'm saying. So it really don't matter how it happened as far as when it comes to getting the dog away, because the fact that it did happen is why the dog got to get away. Not just because of how. That's not going to be the determining factor of if a dog should be out or not based on how it happened. It got to be out because it happened, period. Like
And I have
that's
a
it.
3-year-old, so just imagine if she was
Thank you,
messing
Angel
with the dog.
Mom. Yeah, you got a 3-year-old. Thank you, Lady T, and thank you, Angel Mom, for those super stickers and super chats. Yes, that is just like. But what were you saying, Shay? Go ahead.
What part was I on?
That we were just talking about the fact that you just cannot believe how he was fighting for a dog. Is he fighting to keep the dog or fighting to keep the dog alive?
At this point, I really don't know because he did so much lying. I was just like, I was in awe because he ended up saying something like, "Oh, I'm sending the dog to Arizona." So people were like, "Well, why did you appeal it if you were going to send the dog to Arizona?"
Right, man. And so with it, and nothing is coming up of the fact that the dog wasn't even supposed to be in that apartment. Period.
Now I'm doing legal stuff because I'm actually going to sue the apartment.
Okay.
I tried to sue his rental company, but they have some other clause, so I really got a lawyer looking over it.
Yeah.
Basically saying because he's there, he's supposed to be. He can be there. He's insured or something like that. They were trying to tell me that he falls under his insurance or something, but I'm like, he doesn't live there.
Right.
So now I'm going up to his apartment complex because this dog shouldn't even been on your apartment.
Right. Exactly. Yeah. Man. So okay. So at this point, he's not really taking no accountability for it at all.
Absolutely not. Absolutely none. Everything is what my son did. My son, I said, that's what kids do.
Right. I mean, I don't think that that's beyond what a child. They should not be doing it.
Yeah.
But it's beyond that at this point. Like, you can't take it back. If you find out that he was doing it, that's not going to take none of that back.
You're responsible. You're a responsible adult.
Right.
I left my child in your care.
Wow.
Yeah.
So what? Okay, is there any other physical damage that's other than the tearing of the skin from the inside out? Like anything else? Like did he lose any teeth or like?
No, he didn't. Thank God he didn't lose teeth, and thank God he didn't get his tongue bit. Thank God.
Okay, good.
There, he still has a lot of muscle damage. And he still doesn't have feeling.
Okay.
So we're still I have to do a lot of massages to try to get that feeling back and get that
Right.
The muscle has like a knot in there.
Okay.
It's actually, and I'll send you the pictures of how it's healing too, because it's healing very, very well.
It is healing good. I put my thumbnail, y'all. If y'all go to my community wall, that's going to be the more traumatic thing of it. You will see it at its like the worst state, basically, other than being open. But the thumbnail to this is how cute he is now, how much the cosmetic surgery has already helped.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it's like now it's like he has it's like a dimple.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. But and the only thing, like I said, the muscle is still hardening right here.
Is that like
so
tissue, maybe?
Yeah, the tissue.
Yeah. Okay.
So it's like over time, you know what I'm saying, I'm pretty sure it'll go down, but it's
It's
still like,
that for sure. When you have that scar tissue like that, for sure. If you massage it, you make sure you just keep like just use the oil so that you can like like it won't be like hurting when you're doing it. If you do
mhm.
that scar tissue for sure will go down. And even if it don't go down like in 6 months or a year, it's gonna go down even after that. I
Yeah,
didn't believe people when they said stuff like that, but it really does happen.
yeah. So right now, like, you know what I'm saying, like I said, he's a good kid. He knows he's strong. I'm just working on rebuilding his confidence because he has his days where he's like, "Mom, am I ugly?" And like he asks me all the time, and that's probably the hardest part of everything.
Right.
Like, him, he's already like one of those kids that's into like fashion, like how I
Right.
am,
Yeah.
and when his self confidence is down, it hurts, and then it's like I said, like,
Right.
and then as far as like you supposed to be his hero, like that's what you supposed to be helping me with this, like this shouldn't just be all on
Right.
me. So it's a little frustrating, and then like you know what I'm saying, him being so sensitive about it, like he's very sensitive about it.
Right. So that's the mental part of it. You think he's taking
Yeah,
from it?
yeah, and I'm gonna work on getting him some therapy for it too,
I was
because
just
like
gonna
I said,
ask you, was he in any kind of therapy?
not yet. I've been trying to find some therapists, and everybody's like booked. So it's
Yeah.
like
So
I, I,
do you ever think you need therapy? Because I think that something
I
like that,
do.
the whole
I
ordeal
do.
of it, and like going through a court proceeding and having a father taking that stance on it, then you already have visitation. You got to uphold the law, what they say. Then you torn between saying, I don't care about the law or nothing else. This is my child.
Yeah, because right
I
now
think as a mother,
I don't
I
care
have to
about a
go
court
see
order. My
somebody.
son will not be left in the court. We have a family court coming up in November. So listen,
Where's the
myself
dog now?
still with him.
At his house? So the court told you they'll let you know what's happening in 10 days, but the dog is able to stay there?
He's lying saying the dog is not there, but the dog my
Oh, but
my
it is
daughter
there. You're saying that he's there.
yeah.
Okay. Let's see. Chris said yes. Has to be very, very traumatic. And as a mom, I cannot take my baby being in any form of pain. Right.
Yeah, that's hard. That is that's some different. I thought I knew parenting, but when one of your kids get hurt, and you can't fix it. And I
Right.
wasn't there.
So the courts, they're okay with you keeping him home until something gets resolved about that, right?
Well, I was supposed to go back to do a no contact order.
Yeah.
Um and I didn't because like I said, I was already missing, like I was having to tend to him. I couldn't leave the house because I couldn't leave the house the first until he got the stitches moved out. So it was like a week
Yeah.
and a half. I couldn't leave. So it's like back and forth court. But he ain't even tried to get him. So it's just like I'll just wait till the court date.
Wow.
He ain't even tried to see him.
At least you know that he won't be in contact with the dog again.
Yeah, it's not happening.
Yeah.
And I told him, I was like, listen, if
And then what do
you
you
gotta
do as
call the
a mother
police,
if
I'm
he's
going.
sneaking
I
his
mean, I don't have a
dog?
problem with going to sit in the jail cell, but my son is not going over there with you. It's just not happening.
Because how do you trust it now that the dog won't still be there? Because he didn't get rid of him the first time.
Exactly. And on top of that, new wife has a restraining order on me. I'm not sending my kid nowhere where I can't come to.
Right, right.
That's absolutely not
Wow.
gonna happen.
Chris said, can you do well checks?
That's what I was telling the officers to do then. And the lady was acting like she didn't want to do it.
The
The girl,
officer
yeah, yeah,
until she saw him come out.
yep.
What happened that the officer waited there until he got off from work and then
Yeah.
that's when okay.
He
That
left work
okay,
to
he left
come.
work. Wow. I would take the same stance. I would too, Chris. Like, what else can you do? Are you? I don't know. I would be happy that he's not called. If it means that you don't call or do whatever you not gonna
I'm
do.
fine with it.
Yeah, as long as my child's not over there, that's
Yeah.
the most important part now. That that's over a phone call, over a checking in, or anything else. But I'm so surprised that he is not called to check on him.
Mm. And the few times that they have talked, well, he hasn't talked to my son at all. It's my daughter, but my daughter will text him, and
Yeah.
he'll text her back. But him reaching out, him checking in, nothing.
So the police did write a report when you
Hmm.
went the second time. The second
Yeah,
time.
because now I'm going for full
Okay.
custody
Okay.
and supervised visits.
Yeah. Right.
Mm.
Exactly. Wow. Chris said, why does the wife have a restraining order against you? Or is it her dog?
Because when we were going through this is something he was dealing with when we were married.
Yeah.
So when we first were like broken up and going through, like, it was kind of like messy.
Yeah.
So, but this time we haven't had any issues or anything, and like, because what I'm saying, like, it's over, it is what it is. I went to their house, and so when
So
she
she
went to
didn't
get,
want you to go to her house.
yeah, so when I went over there to get my kids, she wouldn't send my kids out, so I
Okay.
acted a fool.
Okay. Okay, that's what so that's what happened. Okay. So now she said she gotta protect herself, basically.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah,
Wow. Now, I wish somebody would have protected Joe like they worried about you
exactly.
and worried about dogs and all that. I just wish somebody would have just protected that baby like that. Or
Yeah,
even if you couldn't protect the baby because it's an accident, can you protect them now? Can you, like this day forward, can you protect them?
yeah.
Huh. Hey, Grady K, thanks for coming to the chat. Wow. That is, if anybody has any questions, because I don't know. If y'all have any questions, y'all drop the questions. Hey, awesome Alvin. If y'all have any questions, go ahead and drop the questions now. I don't know. You told a complete story, but I don't know. Other people might. Let's see. That happened to me one time. Oh, what with the restraining order, Chris? With the restraining, you had to get a restraining order. Yes, like because I don't know. I don't know. I guess I don't have no more questions because I'm stuck at the fact that you don't get an appeal to want to
Yeah.
ensure that it could possibly be a third issue that's going to happen with your child. That's only that I'm stuck like there. I'm definitely stuck right there. Let's see everybody speaking to Granny Cave. Wow. So since he's been to school, how has his friends been? Have they been kind of like consoling him?
Yes, and he actually goes to a pretty good school. And it's funny because a lot of the kids at school, like, they have dogs.
Right.
Because a lot,
Okay.
like
Right.
after school, like the parents will bring when they're picking them up and stuff.
Right.
Um,
Right.
and most of the kids that he's in third, no, he's in second grade now, so he's been with these kids since like K4. So
Okay.
like they
Okay.
more
Like
so
brothers
like,
and sisters.
they're
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
you gotta practice you gotta practice dog safety, and like
Right.
the kids are a little more educated than I am about the dogs, like different
Okay.
dogs. So like he goes to a pretty good school. It's like it's not like where the kids teasing them or
Right. Good. I'm so happy because that's the
Yeah,
biggest
that's
part
what
of
I was
stuff like
scared
that at
about.
his age.
I was scared with that.
Yeah. That would be. I would be fearful
Because
of that.
my
That's
mommy guard is
good.
just like, my protection mode is just like,
Right. Of course. Of course. But you just never know. It might be, it definitely is. If something like that happened, it's like a grade or something behind that. You never know. I don't know.
yeah,
It's
because I was
probably something.
I was a maniac when I
Yeah. Right. Anybody would
but
be.
if you're a mother and you like,
You gonna either do that or pass out. It's gonna be two things. You're gonna do that or just flat out pass out. That's
I
it.
snapped.
Right.
So when I
Wow.
got the restrainer, I was like, you know what? At this point, I don't even care because shit, I probably give because you crazy.
Right,
Listen,
right.
that's my baby, and I'm gonna listen. I just
Listen, you got to do what you got to do as a mom. Celeste said,
yeah.
yes, you did really good with explaining. Chris said, no, the new wife tried to keep your son in her car during exchange. Girl, that's why I got to thank God for my deadbeat because that kind of stuff I didn't have to worry about. You weren't trying to get no kids. So thank you for letting me just do my kids because I ain't have to deal with none of that drama.
Yeah, like, and then it's
Thank
like,
you.
my ex has uh, uh, a son with his previous his mother, and
Yeah.
we've never like. So I'm just like, this is so ghetto.
Yeah. Right, right, right.
Like, what in the
Right, you ain't never have to go through that with him.
No, I
Yeah,
knew my place as his wife. Like
yeah,
I had raised the son. Like I think we maybe had like one little thing in the very, very beginning. It was like, and
right.
he nipped it in the bud, and it wasn't even us. It was his sister doing some crap. So it's like I'm going through all of this, and the is going on. But I should have. But am I better at judging him? I'm gonna take accountability because I was so big on not, allowing him to have a relationship with his kids. I didn't want him not to have a relationship with his kids. And I know how my kids love their father.
Right,
But
right.
the red flags was there. They were.
Yeah,
They were,
Yeah.
because even when his first son, I raised him. When he got him, he was with me.
Yeah. Right. Right.
And the new
Yeah.
wife, she doesn't even have her daughter. Her mother is raising hers.
Oh well. Yeah.
So I'm big on accountability this year. So
Yeah. Yeah.
I knew better to trust my kids. But you don't think that when it's that parent. And like I said, you raise
Mhm.
these kids. Like we were like,
Yeah.
you
You
just
would
don't
just think
think
that he
like.
would be having as much care, just as much care
And
as
like
you
I said,
have.
and I'm not blaming him for the dog bag, because accidents do happen.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm not, that could have happened on our watch, because it's crazy because my son just got a dog for his birthday over here.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Because
Okay.
our dog that we had, the little dog we had, she ended up got put down. But I'm not blaming the bite on the, that it's about you not taking accountability. Like, yes, this happened to my son, and it's just like
And do all you can do
you
to just do what can be done at this
it's
point.
so back to like you, it's to spite me, and it's hurting my child, and I just don't understand it and don't
Right.
respect it. Like, you've moved on, you're remarried, or whatever the case may be. Why
Yeah.
do you so focus on giving me hell? And our
Right.
child was hurt.
Right. Right. It ain't even about y'all at all.
It's not about us at all.
Right.
He even tried to say that in the appeal, and then they had to tell him like that has nothing to do with.
Right.
We're here about the dog bite.
Exactly. Yeah. Man. Keisha said, thank you for your story. And I pray for this healing physically and emotionally. Chris
Yes,
said,
thank
is he
you.
in therapy?
Not yet, not yet. I'm
Is
working
the
on getting
school
it
offering
signed.
any support?
No, I wasn't.
No, the school is. Are they offering any support to him for about it?
No, they haven't.
They haven't.
Mm-mm.
Okay, let's see. Yes, we would love an update. Yeah, like we you got to come back like maybe later. Like, is he all done with his surgeries now or what?
Yes, he's done with the surgeries.
Oh, good. He's
We
done
have,
with them.
huh?
He's done with them. Okay.
Yes, he's done with them. I can honestly say Children's Hospital Plastic did an amazing job. They did amazing.
Yeah.
Because, like I said, I'm gonna send you these other pictures so you can see the
Yeah.
before the stitches, what I saw, and I think you already have the one, and then what he looks like now.
Right. Let me show his picture on the screen right quick of how he is now. When I saw that picture, I was like, okay, Joe, you get that face
So you
together.
can do it now on here.
I'm just gonna do it just like this.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
With his cute self. Hold on. Is my phone? Y'all can't see like y'all let me know if y'all can
You
see.
can't really see like the details of the little, like the
Yeah.
little. I told me my little 50 Cent.
Right, right. Yeah, he is too cute.
Yeah.
But y'all be able to see it on my thumbnail, so y'all can take a look at it on the thumbnail. Let me see what else we got before you get up out of here. Chris said, right, you made a great decision for your baby. Chris said, period, whatever that was about, period, about whatever we were saying. Chris said, I feel you. If he can show proof that the dog is gone, would you allow him to go back?
It's too fresh to say. I mean, I know I cannot keep my kids from him,
Yeah.
but it's some other things too. It's a lot of other things too that was told to me that was going on in the summer. I think my ex-husband needs to heal, because it's too much anger against me, and it's affecting the children. And I don't think and then like I said, now there's a restraining order in place. Like, I don't even feel comfortable with my kids being somewhere where I can't even come 1,000 feet in.
Right. So would you, like, if he was willing to go through family counseling, would you go? Would you go for that? If he was willing to do, like, if the family court says that y'all need to go through family counseling to like get over that, would you be willing to do that?
Yes, because my goal is not to take his kids from him.
Yeah, yeah.
My goal is not to my kids not have their father in their life. That's not my goal. My goal is to protect my kids at any cost.
Right.
Yeah, this was an accident this time, but what if something serious happens next time?
Right.
And you can't come back.
You can't even get a call, like, or whatever.
Yeah.
Chris said, reach out to the school. She said the counselor should be pulling him for support. So reach out to the school. Leslie Ty said this was amazing. Keep them babies safe. Absolutely. Sweat said yes. Continue to be his advocate. Protect that baby. And also, I said nice picture of him.
Thank you. But
Okay.
yeah, I mean, like I said, it's still fresh. Like I said, I'm angry too because, like I said, I'm not mad at you because my son got bitten. I'm mad at you because you're fighting for a dog and you ain't even fighting for your baby. Like your job as a I want
Right.
where's that fight for him? Why am
Right.
I the only one that's fighting for him?
Right. Exactly. That's the whole thing about it right there. That's the only thing about it.
Yeah. Like
Wow.
where's supposed to be his voice?
Exactly. Exactly. Wow. Yeah, you're right. He just needs to heal from whatever it is making him feel like that. I don't
Yeah.
know, but he needs to get it together because his baby needs a period.
Yeah, he does. You know,
Yeah.
today he asked him to come pick him up, didn't come pick him up.
Wow. Yeah, some other stuff going on in there. But and it looks like he is doing good. So we happy about that. Make sure you keep massaging it because that little knot or whatever he got that will go down. The scar tissue does not stay there. You continue to massage it, will go down. So I know that flat out. And so we just gonna be praying for him. Everybody in this chat, throw up the prayer
I
hands.
appreciate y'all listening to my story.
Yes, yes. Thanks for
And make
coming
sure
up here and telling us.
if you got those dogs, make sure y'all get them dogs trained because I gotta take
Yeah,
mine to get trained because it's like
yeah.
it's stuff I didn't know.
Right, right.
So
Yes.
now that I know,
And not unattended. Don't leave them unattended.
yeah, now with
Don't leave
kids
them.
that
Yeah,
can't defend themselves.
right, exactly.
Hmm.
Exactly. Okay, well, thanks, Shay, for coming up. I appreciate you.
You're welcome. I appreciate you too.
Okay, I'll talk to you later.
All righty.
Okay. All right, y'all. Thanks for coming to the chat. Thanks for all of the very good questions that y'all had for Shay. Y'all asked all the good questions. I was just in awe. Like I'm just speechless, and I don't want to say the wrong thing. I don't want to elaborate too much, but it's a story. Like it is like literally a story. And I mean, like, what can you do with those courts and everything when they get involved? I don't know. But thank y'all for coming to the live. I appreciate y'all. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like button. And I will definitely see y'all tomorrow. Tomorrow, Sunday. Yep, I'll see y'all tomorrow, okay? Later.